What is up, everybody? In today's video we are going to go over everything that you will need before you put on the oil pan and the motor mounts and get the K-Series into your E30. All that today's episode. My name is Ryan, this is Project Race Car. Let's get into it. So if we look over here, we can see that I got this bad boy and some couple of parts, and then we got the beautiful K-Series right there. So this is a nice engine stand from Harbor Freight. It will get the job done. That way we can get this thing off of the little dolly and actually get it up in the air and flipped upside down so that we can actually install this oil pan. I'll be showing you guys what you will need to install this beautiful oil pan. Again, this is from Toge Factory. Great products, beautiful welds, and a really solid piece. So we'll be installing that as well as the oil pickup tube and the motor mounts. So that might be in a later video, but we will at least get the engine stand built today, get the engine on there, as well as show you guys what you guys will need for this swap. Alright, I feel official. It's on the engine stand under its own weight, so that's always good. It looks a lot bigger. Like from here you can just see like the raw height of it. It's a very tall motor. But now that the engine is actually in the air, what we can do from here is pull off the oil pan, pull off the timing cover, and really show you guys what you need. So, thankfully, with my motor, it actually came with all of this installed. It can be a little bit pricey, but it is worth it. So this is the VTC gear, but this one is the 50-degree one. So this is a very good upgrade. Super easy, very simple to do. While you're doing that, you might as well get a new chain, timing chain, and as well as new guides. So you're going to, we'll be doing this today, but we'll need to pull off the front timing cover as well as get to the bottom of the oil pan to do the RSX oil pump. So those are the two things that you will want to do while the engine is out of the car. So the TSX is very well known to have these giant balance shafts for the oil pump. And what happens is they spin too quickly at the higher RPM, and it ends up throwing air into your oil system, and then it ends up just grenading the motor. So it's not good. That's my understanding of it. It will just lead to big engine failure. So switching to the simpler RSX oil pump is a must-do, especially to fit it for the front sump, because the oil pan is very shallow on the inside of the oil pan. So now that this is off, we are going to flip the motor and get the oil pan off. Also, while doing this, make sure that you don't have any bullet holes in the bottom of your oil pan. Really not sure what this is actually from. I don't believe that I did that. So that's nice. Luckily, we again are switching over to the nice shiny oil pan. So this doesn't really matter, but let's investigate to see what this is. So what's super interesting is that these bolts are all new, right? Looks like they have spray paint on them, which means that this bullet hole, or whatever it is, right? You can see that it's going in. It means that it happened after, because why would you put an oil pan with a hole in it back on the engine? So my question is, what actually caused this? When I got the engine, we loaded it in the back of the Honda. It was basically on this. It hasn't sat on anything. So I don't believe that this came from me. My worry is that whatever caused this might have damaged something inside. And that's obviously not good. So I'm gonna get a razor blade and just cut along the gasket, because again, this is all new. So the guy redid everything before the bullet hole. I don't know. We're gonna cut it out and find out. Okay. Now, let's see if there's a bullet in here. Ooh, nice and shiny actually. That's so weird. Okay, so I guess there's no actual puncture. Why he left a bullet hole, or whatever kind of hole this is, why he left that in there, I do not know. I don't know what his plan was, but there is a hole in the oil pan, so it's a good thing that we aren't using that. So you guys can see again, this is the RSX oil pump. Again, it's rather small compared to the TSX oil pump. I will post a picture of it. Yeah, that hole would have been right around this area. So I'm actually super glad that it's not something like an issue there. We will need to take this windage tray off, and I will need to cut some of it down. But this oil pump is going to be a must-have for pretty much anything if you're doing power on these things. TF Works has it on their site. It might be back ordered, but again, it is a good idea to get this on. Obviously this is brand new, so we can actually sell this, the pickup tube, but we'll pull the windage tray off so that we can trim it, and then also we'll be able to pull this off and put our TF Works oil pickup tube on it. I'm actually really not sure where that hole came from or what it's from, so very interesting. I was a little bit worried, a little bit scared. We'll see if there's anything underneath the windage tray. Hopefully there's no damage under there. But overall, I think it's lucky that, you know, we didn't just slap the engine in the car, and, you know, that we have to actually replace the oil pan. So that is a win for us. I'm gonna grab a razor blade and just make sure to clean all of this off and make sure that I don't get anything inside the engine, and just get all of this RTV, the Honda Bond, off of the engine and just have a clean mating surface. So after taking the pickup tube off, we can see that it's a, first of all, gasketless piece. And then we can see the nice shiny new piece, and again the bolt holes just line up. So this is the RSX oil pump. It's very simple. It's basically just this little star that sucks up oil, and it is just insanely simple and works very, very well. So after taking the windage tray off, I already noticed that the oil passage, there is a little oil passage here that you need to remove and then cap off. And other than that, it's just a little like restrictor. Other than that, it's all good to go. So the great thing about K-Series and why people love them so much is that with a little bit of boost and an oil pump and VTC timing gear, these things are just bulletproof. They're monsters. You don't have to touch anything in between, and they'll make 500 horsepower off of a stock block. They are super reliable. They're very lightweight, and they're just crazy well designed motors, and I can see why people like them so much. I'm very excited for just all of this. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put the front sump oil pan on, the front sump pickup tube, and then we will modify the windage tray and then call it good. And like I said, this does not need a gasket. It just mates up, and you will need to get an extra, most kits come with it, but you will need to get an extra bolt for the RSX oil pump, and then like I said, cap off this little tray. If you guys need, there are tons of tutorials on this and better explanations, especially doing the actual RSX oil pump. Again, it's a very common mod. So hopefully this gives you guys a better look about how big this frickin' oil pan is. Again, great piece, but that is a large oil pan. TF Works says that it's 7.75 quarts, which is just incredible. We do have to trim this windage tray, and it's just something like trimming this edge off. You can see that it's a very small clearance, but it makes a difference. But this thing is gonna look great when it's all on, and then when it's all ready to go. We will bolt up this probably in the next video. I wanna make sure that I get everything right. And then we will also put on the motor mounts and try to get this thing looking better, feeling better. And then maybe we might just put it in the car, just so that it's in the car, and go from there. I still need to order some more parts to get the transmission and everything in the car, so we are waiting on that, but I figure that we might as well start, get to a better point, and then keep going. But I do believe that I'm going to end it for today's video. We got a good amount done. We got the old oil pan off. Setting up the engine on the engine stand was just, you know, takes a little bit of time, takes a little bit of energy, but we will reconvene next episode, get the oil pan all on, get the motor mounts on. But I will leave all of the products in the description down below if you guys want to check those out. They're not affiliate links, but just to help you guys out. But until next time, my name is Ryan. This is Project Race Car. Have an amazing day. Peace.